Grand Rising, Ashley. Thank you for and hi again. Thank you for allowing me to come into a space with you to do a reading today. And I just want to get started. I've cleared the energy, the space, burned some sage. I have a candle going, and I had some meditated. Well, for my meditations, I have some like downloads for you or messages that I wrote down here. It's funny because I feel the need to share this with you. I was putting oil. I use lavender oil. Actually, let me just put some on for these messages. And I went to like lay the cap down and it bled through. So I feel the reason to tell you that, like, something's bleeding through. I don't know if it's going to be like a oil stain or like something that just, it's like it's bleeding through the other side. Oh, and that brings me into another part of your message. Okay. So, for your energy, I got diplomatic, affectionate. I was going to title your reading The Present because I feel like you're very like grounded and down to earth, where you're not dealing with the past. You're not looking too much into the future. You deal with the present. So, it's funny because it's like I feel the energy of saving the first pick and going with the second option. There's important dates here, but going back to aromatherapy, I got the message that jasmine would be really important for you. It opens up the third eye, and it allows you to trust, or like gives you more insight and trusting your intuition, because it's not that you don't have it, you just don't trust it. So I don't know if I've said it, but again, I got important dates, very down to earth, dedicated, present messages, rational. Consumption is another big thing for you, especially with you being a Taurus. Naturally gifted to be a caring person with everyone around you, always surrounded by family and friends. You need people around you to feel safe. So you're very intuitive, but you ignore it to let reason speak louder. You care a lot about what people think of you. No, I'm sorry. Well, it may be that too, but you care a lot about what you think of other people, which is kind of like coming off as very judgmental, I think is the word I'm trying to say. But anyway, but that's not your intention. It's like you care so much about what you think of them because you want to see them in the best light. You want the best for people around you. So it's like it can come off as being kind of harsh, but it's really like you being so insightful and you being able to come from like that place of wisdom that you offer up advice. So it says nerves need to be balanced, because if not, it'll show up in your skin. And this is more given to the day you were born. It's Taurus energy as well, because you guys are very like laid back, relaxed people. But it's in those moments, and it's like that's a sign that you should actually pay attention to when it comes to your body, is if it's showing up in your skin, it's like an internal thing that's going on, stress basically. So I was gonna, these are the pre-downloads, so we can clear that. And I want to smoke, and I'm gonna get into a couple of my messages for you. Maybe start with a crystal. We'll do that first. So I use this tarot for the Wisdom Healing Oracle, and it'll give you a crystal. I'll take a screenshot of it and send it to you as well. But this will just be like, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but these readings are for your highest good. And Ashe, thank you, Divine Spirit. So we come into this space. Whoa. As it falls over. I gotta stop tapping the table so hard. So we come into this space basically with the intention of providing messages that you need to hear. They're not necessarily what you may want to hear, but it's for your highest good. I really gotta find a way to balance this. Maybe that'll work. That might be important, looking for balance so things don't topple over. And Ashe. But thank you, Divine Spirit. Okay, so that was what I was going to say, is I hope these messages, and my intention behind this reading is for these messages to be for your utmost good. The They're messages that will be clear, and I want to be able to communicate in a way that you understand, or what will mean, like, you'll get what I'm saying, is what I'm saying. And I should. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta be a little bit more gentle with the tapping because the way that this camera's set up. I feel nervousness, and it's definitely not my energy, so nerves. I was just speaking about that. It's that nervousness that it shows up. It manifests itself. That's what I mean. That's a part of like how powerful you are, is like you have things manifesting in front of you and you try to use logic instead of like believing that maybe there's like a purpose or like divine intervention is why things occur or why they're happening. And it's almost like if you would pay attention to the signs a little bit more, maybe you wouldn't find yourself repeating things. Ooh, Herkimer diamond. I have a lot of these. But that's at the bottom of your deck. I'll take a picture of it and share it with you. Or you could screenshot too. Because anytime you feel the need to like pull on this energy, just take a look at the picture. And your stone is malachite. Sorry, I don't know exactly how to say that. Malachite, I want to say. All right, and we'll just look to see what this is. So it's number 5, which is also very fitting because you're a Taurus, so which is the 5th month of the year. All right, so this has to do with the subconscious mind, and again, I will send you a picture of this. So this stone brings to light ingrained programming and toxic beliefs. An amulet against pain, this is a powerful stone of emotional transformation. It stimulates the survival instinct. Self-understanding. Unconscious programming or beliefs cause psychosomatic disease. Go willingly into depths. Therapy may be needed. Your deepest fears become your greatest gifts as hidden abilities come to light. Go where angels feared to tread and bring back insight for your own healing and that for others. The divination. Explore your depths, danger, threats. Not all is as it seems. Stand firm in your power. Have no fear. You survive. Protect yourself against unseen forces or powerful minds that manipulate you. Learn psychic protection. Take course to call upon past life skills. Spread your wings. Do not become embroidered with a charismatic man. So healing insight is detoxifying your mind, body, and emotions and recognizing deep psychosomatic causes of dis-ease are a path to well-being. So the frequency is earth to high. Chakra is heart, base, sacral, and solar plex. So your heart chakra is here. Your solar plex is like your belly button, like right underneath your rib. Your sacral is like your ovaries or like your reproductive area. And the base is like your tailbone, or where your, spine ends. That's your base chakra. All right. So the timing is Scorpio, and the soul path is transforming your subconscious mind. All right. And I'll send you, as I said, a picture of this stone, so that you can use this energy for what it seems you may be going through at this moment. All right, so I feel as I break the deck, the first cards out I have here is Mastery, and I knew you before we officially met. So I feel like this is calling me to tell you that there is a need for you to master your gifts here. I feel a sense of grounding that's also needed. I got 420. That may ground you a little bit too. But grooming as well. And I don't want to be an ex. I'm waiting on the next. Speak how you feel with sacral chakra. This has to do, sacral chakra is like our sexual energy. I wanted to tell you, and it's funny because this is the time to do it. an eye for an eye energy. I wanted to tell you that, like, I know I practice, take them like sorry, dead sea salt baths. And it's funny I keep saying, want to say deep. I get a lot of Scorpio vibes with this, or like your energy. It's interesting. But that's water vibes, so it's like very deep emotions. But anyway, the Epsom salt, but it's the sea salt. It's like from the Dead Sea or whatever. It has a higher concentration of the chemicals that make up the salt component. I want to say it's like sodium nitrate or sodium something. Anyway, the whole point is getting into skincare regimens, but going back to the basics. I want to say making it more natural, like coconut oil. Let go, let God. Identifying the fact that maybe it's stress within you. Establish the link. Here we go. Maybe it's stress within you that's bringing up these I want to say blemishes, but it's like skin irritants is what I'm getting. And it's because I feel like there's sacral chakra healing that's needed. And that has to do with like sexual repression, sexual partners, it's like your sexual nature. It's also connected to Kundalini energy. So I feel like you're not, exactly, you're not getting out to be like more authentic to yourself. I feel like, again, it's that energy of caring too much about what other people think, that's coming through. So here we go with recalibration. There's recalibrating needed. And I see that you have generational wealth coming out as well. So I feel like that has to do with something in your family line. This is like traits that maybe even repressed since from back when, how you were raised, or how people, were playing games at the end of the day. And look, congratulations, you played yourself. The energy I get here is that people feel like people feel like it's almost like that taking your kindness for weakness energy, because I almost feel like you need to address the need to be so kind. Why you feel the need to always have to give. Why you feel the need of like not being able to be alone for any period of time. Because it's like time for someone else to do the work. Exactly. It's time for someone else to be as giving and as kind-natured as you are. Like, I feel like you mastered that part. I got penguins and runner's high. And the energy I get to, I'm talking really fast because I'm channeling. Like, I get that, like, in order for you to avoid colds, you need to start running. Like, it's like that Kundalini energy, getting yourself up to that space of like higher energy and releasing it in a healthy way. Dancing, I found you. This is giving me like stripper energy when I think about that. You're not alone. And let's play the blame game. So this says, I love you more. Let's play the blame game for sure. Let's call out names. I hate you more. Let's call out names for sure. So that's that playing chess, like somebody here, and you want to return all of it back to the sender. All of that energy can go back to clubbing, thugging, hustling before you met your husband, wife. That's okay. So that's the energy that I'm getting here. So somebody was like, spent a lot of energy or a lot of time in a club searching for love, or searching for like that belonging, that sense of like needing. It's a lot of, okay, I know I'm talking really fast and I'm not really explaining what I'm trying to say, but I feel like you get what I'm saying. Something coming back from the dead, resurrection, and flies. I don't feel like that's good energy, to be honest. I feel like people are trying to bring things back to you because they see that you represent generational wealth. I feel like people are constantly, because you're so giving and forgiving and understanding, people, manipulation hasn't quite come out yet, but I get the sense that like you can determine whether or not it's manipulation, and that's why the return back to sender is here. Like, you see when people are playing this, like, you see what's here. Let's play blame game, runner's high, grounding. Like, you have to ground yourself after these interactions, and that should tell you in itself who's like drawing from your energy versus who gives you energy. Being so laid back and in the present, I feel like you try not to let these things bother you. But the problem is it shows up in your skin. You can't not see it. And that's what happens when you try to avoid things. They will manifest in other ways. Okay. So this is a Page of Wands talking about the blame game. That's like finding new creative opportunities or new creative ventures. But it's like people are finding new ways to get under your skin is the energy that I'm feeling. And it's funny that I keep referring to skin a lot here. This is Six of Wands, victory. This is also a lot of fire energy here. And then we have Seven of Cups, which is water energy. So fire would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Water would be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So with the victory here, we have return the sender. So you're really good at sending this energy back to whoever sent it to you. You don't hold on to things, and it's a very positive attribute to your nature. But the problem is, I knew you before we officially met with Seven of Cups. This is the illusions. This is the mind games that you play with yourself, because it's almost like you trick yourself into thinking you have options. But the problem here is not all of these options are good. There's a snake, there's a dragon, there's like a crown, a diamond, a person, a mask. Like, I'm not quite sure what that is, but it looks like a feather to me, or a leaf of some sort. Like, basically, I don't know of all those things. If you're looking for, let's say, something to eat, like, are any of those things like something you could like eat, you know, anything that's going to be nutritious to you or manifest anything for you? It's funny I say eat, because Tauruses are tied to their stomachs, so you guys love food. And I get here with the bottom of the deck being Two of Pentacles. You're definitely trying to balance yourself. You're definitely trying to balance situations. I feel like there's more than one situation that you're playing the balancing act with. And that too can lead you into a space of confusion, because you're almost getting too stimulated. And that's a thing too with consumption. Tauruses, like, you guys draw a fine line between like liking something and being addicted to something. And even when it comes to food, like, Tauruses are very, you guys are known to like, it's indulgement. Like, that's basically the energy I'm getting. You can indulge yourself. So with the star and the runner's high, this is healing energy. It's Aquarian energy. She's pouring out into the earth and into the water. She's pouring out of her cup back into nature, back into one. It's like, okay, so the other, the star, this is giving me temperance vibes. So tempering one's nature. But in the temperance, she pours back into her own cup. This one's pouring out. So the energy I get here is that you're doing too much outward pouring, where you need to heal inward. This is going within that needs healing. And with the Emperor, you're showing up in your own reading. So this would be, oh, actually, sorry, this would be Aries energy. But I also associate it with Taurus, because it's like that boss-like energy. But this is an Aries, a fire sign. And it's funny because you have a lot of fire energy here. So, but this is a lot of immaturity. Time for someone else to do the work is showing up again under playing chess. So then with the Queen of Wands, you have your back turned to this one. But I feel like the Queen of Wands represents, but then look at this, it's premature. Premature is upside down. So back from the dead, resurrection. I feel like there's someone that you're really attracted to here. The Queen of Wands. Again, this would be like a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This is the one that you're really attracted to. And I feel like this is somebody that's very active, very passionate, very, like, they bring a spark to life that's different, something you're not used to having around you. So they offer something different to you. But it's like this relationship here is premature. I feel like you met this person before and you want to bring back some sort of dynamic because of the spark. You want to have victory with this situation. Is the energy here. It's just, I feel like your options, you've been choosing the wrong options, or you've been choosing, I get that sense of like, I'd rather argue with you than to be by myself energy, or like, because that came up in your pre-shuffle. It's the energy of not wanting to be alone. You rather put up with things that you know you can handle because you're familiar with it, than like trying over, like starting over again. Okay, so we have the King of Cups here. This is water energy. Again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. With Judgment. this is that judgment here, your judgment being off, and it's under the Emperor. So this is that thugging hustling before you, clubbing, thugging, hustling before you met your wife or your husband. So judgment, this is again that resurrection energy. We're in Mercury retrograde too. So this is a lot of exes coming back from the past. This is a lot of like, and then the next card out is the devil. This is a lot of toxic energy is what I was going to say. And then with that, the devil saying, congratulations, you played yourself. This is toxic bonds that you have to people. This is like people literally bringing out, and then feeling stabbed in the back at the end of the day. This person's not dead here, but it's all the words, the arguments, the text messages, the things that were said that stabbed you, the words that became scars because you can't take them back after hurtful things were said. And it's like that emotional tie that you have to someone is almost tethered by the need or feeling like you need a new beginning, feeling like you want a new start. This is definitely giving me resurrection, bringing something back from the dead vibes. And then Queen of Cups, I just pulled up the card and Queen of Cups is underneath. This is nurturing, but this is also a partnership. This is a couple here. Both of them are very caring, very emotionally grounded. A lot of water energy in your reading, fire and water. And you're an earth sign, so that's interesting. But I get a lot of Scorpio with you. Okay, but getting back, I see that you don't know what direction to take because you're not willing to actually go and take a leap of faith in something that you're interested here. Whether this be like a job or a career, you would have victory here, but you have to see that like it's only through trusting yourself until you start practicing that. And it's, I want to say playing chess because it does remind me too of like that mastery or that sitting on one's throne as the emperor. Like this is generational wealth. So you're playing chess, you're strategically thinking out the moves that is going to get you to the place that you already foresee or envision because you, again, you're a master manifester. You're able to envision where your future lies. Your problem is, in those you keep around you, it's out of comfortability, not necessity. So I would tighten up maybe your circle, practice. With meditation, it's really any moment that you have to be alone. Practice being alone more. Excuse me. Practice maybe getting back into some sort of routine. Like I get with the runner's high, like maybe going back to the gym or maybe getting back into like a healthier mindset so it'll relieve the dis-ease within your body. Because I feel like your sacral chakra has a lot of dis-ease or tension there. And that's sexual energy, as I said. And it's throwing your mental off. It's disaligning your chakras. But you do have a new beginning here, and I feel like it's with somebody that you care a lot about. Somebody that's nurturing, somebody that really pours into you. And you're missing that energy because they also create a spark for you. It's funny, the Emperor or the Empress didn't show up here, and that is Taurus energy. It's Taurus and Libra, the Empress, because she's ruled by Venus, and that's the planet of love. She governs over the things that we love and that we're passionate about. So I don't see that here for you, but I do feel the energy of it. So that is what you're seeking out. And this isn't like with playing chess being the center here. Time for someone else to do the work. I keep being drawn to that energy because I feel like you've been doing enough. It's time for somebody else to step up. And if the person you with isn't like it, that's what you need to start recognizing. That's the illusion where it's like you kind of knew. Here we go. Go play lotto. Don't play me. Play casino games. Lucky vibes. But it's like you have this lucky vibe to you. You have this generational wealth, like the pinnacle. You represent earth sign. You represent those things that are tangible. So I feel like you need to take a risk and seeing who you are and what you have to offer, and realize you don't want to be played. Like, and I get that energy. And that's all it's about. But you're very lucky. You have even the spirit of the rabbit, I feel like, is following you or is, but then here we go. Snakes in the grass. The spirit of the rabbit is here for you. But then again, I get that energy of not coming from a clear mindset. Because even though this is cups, this is emotional. Water represents emotions, right? So with 7 of Cups, this would be something that would be emotional, fulfilling for you, but you have an illusion around it because you're stuck in your head and not your heart when you're making decisions. Your brain just communicates. It translates to the body. It's like the hormones, you know what I mean? Like, it's those are the messengers. It sends off messages to different organs of the body. Your brain is in your heart. You should be coming from a heartfelt place when you make decisions, or listening to those instincts that you feel in your gut and in your heart, because your heart, or your gut, I'm sorry, is your solar plex. That's your connection to the eternal, the ethereal, your spirit, your soul. You have gut feelings, you have instincts about things. And it's funny we're going back to the gut too, because that's again how you're stimulated. Pay attention to those signs, pay attention to those feelings, because it's very important, and it's going to help get you out of this fog. You see the cloud here? That's being in a fog or a haze or some sort of illusion, because you're lying to yourself here. Most importantly, I feel like there's a lot of childhood wounds that need to be addressed within oneself, and that has to do with a lot of commitment issues, a lot of repression at the end of the day, a lot of things that you may not have dealt with and you want to have victory over, but you're not dealing with it because it's like it happened to you when you were younger, or it was like because I get the energy of just trying to impress or trying to please. It's been like since childhood. And that's something that needs to be addressed here, because it's like, are you even doing that for yourself, is the energy that I'm getting. So Ashley, much love, and thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading. Again, I just did it for your present moment, in the present energy that you're in. I didn't try to go too far into the future, because I feel like you want to be in the here and the now. And this is what you're currently needing to deal with. So I really hope this helps, and take care. Bye.